And we're back, Frogs Angels, with some more NFL coverage. We are going over the offseason plan, free agency draft for every single division in football. We did the NFC North. If you haven't seen that, please check it out. And we're doing the AFC North right now. We're going to continue on with all these divisions, but let's just get into it.
All right, from last place to first place, we're going to start with the Browns here. First need we got here is the quarterback situation. I know there's a lot of, speculation around this whole what the Browns organization is going to do at quarterback. I know they have RG3, but is he the answer?
Yeah, I think he's got potential, but, I mean, the injury is mainly the thing. Is can he stay healthy? The first pick in the draft, obviously, don't think they'll go quarterback there. Don't think they'll go quarterback in free agency, maybe a backup. But they have 2 picks in the first round, 2 picks in the second round. So I would imagine quarterback in one of those 4 picks.
We will see. Maybe there's a lot of talk like Garoppolo and whatnot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Garoppolo trade.
They can do something.
Some people have been asking, will they trade the 12th overall? I would be very, very surprised if they traded the 12th overall. I think it would be more likely a second rounder. They have the first pick in the second round. They also have the Tennessee Titans pick in the second round. So I would think that first pick in the second round maybe. But I think there'll be a better chance. Not saying it'll happen, but I think it's a better chance it'll be a third rounder for Garoppolo than that 12th overall for Garoppolo. That's a high pick for a guy that's really unproven. Looks good, but.
Okay, second need. I'm going to say center.
Center, they have a free agent, or they could use an upgrade anyways.
Right.
So that would probably be an option in the draft. We got the LSU guy and the Ohio State guy, but though we're looking at maybe third round for those guys, so they can always pick one up there.
And what about their safeties and corners?
They really could use an upgrade about anywhere. DBs are always very important. You always can never have enough of them. There's plenty in the draft, so I think they can use one there.
All right, some notable, free agents or guys that they have that may be leaving. They have Pryor, Josh Gordon, and Isaiah Crowell.
Yeah, so, I mean, depending on Crowell and Pryor, they could use those 2 positions. I mean, they always can use – I think they can use a receiver even if they keep Pryor.
What if they keep Gordon? You think they gave up on him?
I don't see him staying, and I don't see them keeping him. But, I really don't know on that situation. So they could use a receiver. I expect them to get Pryor back. Crowell, if they lose him, they have Duke Johnson, but they could use another running back then. So we kind of have to wait and see what happens there.
All right, moving on to Cincinnati. We have the defensive ends is probably their number one area of need.
Yeah, the lack of pass rush was really hurt them. So, I mean, we're used to the Bengals having a very good D overall. I used to them having a pass rush. It just wasn't there this year. So they could definitely use the DN to help that pass rush.
I mean, the safeties and corners, they could also use an upgrade.
Yeah, they can. You always can use more of those guys in there.
And then last biggest need I have here is receivers. I think A.J. Green, you need more than just him.
Yeah, and when he was hurt, they didn't have anybody.
Yeah,
so
got exposed.
They can definitely use another one. They have Boyd that could take a step up, but they still could use another one.
And all right, notable free agents. Their 2 biggest, 2 of their O-line.
Yeah, Zeitler and Whitworth. So that if they lose both, they're going to need O-linemen. We didn't cover that they needed O-linemen. If they lose both, they 100% need more. If they lose one, they still obviously still in need. Whitworth getting up there in age, but still a very good player. Zeitler I heard he's supposed to walk. I heard he's supposed to go somewhere else.
He's gonna get money.
He's gonna get money. So yeah, still under 30, young guard, very good.
Young stud muffin.
Yeah.
Next we got Kirkpatrick.
Kirkpatrick didn't live up to the hype. Still solid.
He does his job.
So they could, like we said, DBs. Pac-Man could end up being released with all of his troubles. Had somewhat of an off year, but still can play. So they could end up using more DBs than we first thought.
Okay, but we will see. Moving on here to the Ravens. I have here that they need a defensive end or like in more specific pass rush as their number one, area of need.
Brandon Williams, their nose tackle. So if they lose him, they could use, an upgrade at the nose tackle.
And moving on, I think they could also use an upgrade. Not really an upgrade, but they could use some more receiver help. Now as everyone knows, they're losing Steve Smith this year. And I don't know the whole Mike Wallace situation.
Yeah, I mean, even if you have him, You still need another guy.
He can't be your number
Rashard
one.
Perriman looks promising if he's not hurt.
Right. And corner depth, I guess they really need as well.
Yeah, I mean they have Jimmy Smith and Young, who actually looked really good, but Young's more of a nickel guy, very good nickel corner. I think a ton of potential, but you could use another guy opposite of Jimmy over there.
All right, moving on to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Feelers.
Pittsburgh Feelers.
Yep.
Obvious big need is pass rush, edge rushers. I mean, could always use an upgrade on that. They're getting old in that, and they're going to lose some guys most likely.
Right. DB depth, that kind of got exposed in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, they drafted Artie Burns. I didn't agree with picking him in the first round last year, but I mean, he has potential. But even with him, you always can use more. I know Cockrell's is a free agent, so I'm guessing they'll get him back, but you always can use more.
What are they doing with the whole QB situation?
Yeah, Big Ben threatening to retire. I don't think he retires, but
Landry Jones.
Landry Jones is not the answer. Big Ben is kind of declining, so you can use another quarterback. I wouldn't be surprised if they took a quarterback somewhat early.
You'd want him learning under Big Ben.
Yeah. Get a guy like Mahomes but that's a tough situation. If they took him, if he was there in the end of the first round, I wouldn't be that surprised.
And assuming that they do re-sign Le'Veon Bell, I can see them. They need, I guess, a second running back because D'Angelo is also a free agent. Right. So I can see because most of these good teams you're seeing these days have a nice two-punch combo.
What if Bell just didn't come back?
That'd be nuts.
And we expect him to go back, but if he didn't come back,
because he's gonna get a max deal somewhere.
Yeah.
Whether that's in Pittsburgh or not, he's getting a max deal. Some other notable free agents. They got Timmons, Harrison. Old man Harrison, still pumping.
Even if they kept him, they would still need another guy because I mean, how much longer has he got?
God only knows. He's an animal.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This whole QB situation in Pittsburgh has kind of got me.
Yeah, they're gonna need another guy, whether they like it or not. They're gonna need another guy. I know they love Big Ben; they'll forever love him, but he's on the decline and he might be retiring any time now. So they need another guy.
And it's not Landry Jones.
Right.
That should just about do it here for your AFC North.
Oh, that'll do it. AFC North. We're gonna keep ripping these out. What's next? What are we gonna do next?
Next, we are gonna crack through both the NFC and the AFC East.
Separate videos, obviously. We'll go.
Right.
We started with the NFC North, so we'll go NFC East, and then we'll do AFC East in the next video, and we'll keep going on from that. We will do every division. We also have other podcasts about the NFL. We have mock drafts, very popular in gaming, so check all that out. We covered the draft and more NFL on our Twitter, frogs_angels, so please follow us there. That'd be much appreciated.
And hey, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Why not us?
That'll do it for this video. Goodbye.
See ya.